So, what's the time? Just checking the time. Is it 3:09?
I can't read from there.
It's 3:09.
It's like so close from me. Yeah, so 3:10 now.
3:10. Lovely. Okay, so Emily, thanks for coming in today.
That's okay, Olivia.
How did you find the room? Okay.
Yeah, I was alright.
All right.
It's a bit hot out there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? When's winter going to start?
Soon.
Okay, so my name's Olivia, and I'm an occupational therapy student, just like you, surprisingly enough. And today we're going to talk about why you decided to become an occupational therapist. So do you want to tell me if you've studied before?
Yeah, so I've done a year of study before. So I did a semester of exercise science.
Okay.
I hated it a lot.
Okay.
And then I did a year of a semester of arts. as
Okay.
well.
So what didn't you like about exercise science?
It was just, like, I really enjoyed the lectures, but in the practicals we had to do all this stupid stuff, like push-ups, and like we did diagnostic tests on each other, and they were just really unpleasant.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
think that you couldn't see yourself practicing?
Not as an exercise scientist.
Okay, all right. And then what did you study when you went into arts?
So I just kind of did a range of things. So I did a history subject, an anthropology subject, what else? And 2 English subjects.
Okay, and did you enjoy those?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the history. It was really fun.
Yeah.
The lecturer was really good, and the tutes were always really interesting. We had really good discussions.
Lovely, so you really enjoyed history.
It was really fun.
Okay, so tell me about your decision making to go from studying history and anthropology into a health profession.
Well, OT was always the goal. I actually needed to do the extra year of study to up my grades. So I got an OP6 right out of high school, and to get in that year it was an OP4 for OT. So I had to do an extra year to get my GPA up so I could get into QTAC again.
Okay, awesome. So you were just studying those other things really
Yeah.
to get to occupational therapy.
Trying really hard to get a really good mark so I could get in.
Lovely. And what is it about occupational therapy that interested you?
I really like how it has so many different, like, jobs within occupational therapy. Like, you can change your entire career path while staying in OT. Like, you can do the home design stuff, or you can work in peds, or you can work with adults with a disability, or so you can kind of stay in OT but do completely different things, like, throughout your life.
Yeah. So you like the diversity that
Yeah,
occupational therapy
totally.
offers you?
Totally.
So tell me, what happened? Did you finish your history subjects and then apply?
Yeah, so I did the semester of arts, and I got a GPA of 5.5, I think. Oh, maybe a bit higher. I don't really remember. And then I applied through QTAC again, and it just went through automatically.
So how did you feel when you got a GP that was good enough to get into occupational therapy?
I was so excited. I didn't know what I was going to do if I didn't get in. I wasn't sure I could manage doing another year of FAF subjects to get in. Like, I was just ecstatic. It felt like my life was going to start doing what it was supposed to when I got in.
So you were really happy when you found that you'd been admitted into occupational therapy?
Yeah.
Describe that feeling. What did you do when you found out that you'd gotten into the course?
I took a screenshot and posted it on Facebook, and then texted my partner, and I was just texted my partner with the picture and just a whole bunch of letters and no actual sentences. It was just so excited.
So you were really, really excited about getting in?
I was so happy.
And how did your partner feel?
Yeah, she was just really happy for me because, she knew that it was something that I'd wanted for so long, and yeah, she was really happy for me.
Okay, and tell me about why occupational therapy as opposed to sort of another health profession appeals to you.
Well, the people that I talked to often said that OT I talked to a lot of people who had worked with OTs and worked with other allied health professionals, and they always said that the OT seemed more holistic and like kind of patched together all the other people that you see in a hospital. Like you see the doctor and you see the social worker and you see the physio, and once you get to the OT, it kind of like fits together a bit better. So they felt like I didn't want to be one of the pieces. I wanted to be the person that was pulling it all together.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And so you like the holistic approach to occupational therapy,
Yeah,
do you?
it's really important to me.
Yeah. And so do you feel like occupation is something that gives structure to your life?
Yeah, totally. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm worried about not being able to have a job next year because the workload's going to be so heavy. But I feel like if I don't have a job, then I'm just going to feel really useless and feel really like I'm not contributing anything.
So is it a part-time job?
Yeah, it's a part-time job.
And you feel that your part-time job contributes a lot to your life, do you?
Yeah, like, it's not the most rewarding job. It's retail. It's nothing. But I feel like it helps me feel useful.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it helps you add a bit of structure to your life?
Yeah, totally.
And is that sort of where you feel that occupational therapy really helps people in need?
Yeah, like it gives people, you know, a reason to go outside, and a reason and the ability to do stuff like by themselves, or even if they do need an aid. Like, yeah, I just find it really sad when like people in nursing homes just kind of sit around and don't have anyone encouraging them to do anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Just
so
because it's hard.
you value that structure in everyone's life, you could say.
Yeah, totally.
And do you think that you would be good at sort of structuring people's lives? Do you think that...
I don't know. It's always hard to, because it's so early in the course. It's always hard to know how good you'll be at structuring someone else's life. Because at the moment, like I'm 20, I'm not very good at structuring my own life. So I'm worried about having the responsibility to say to someone, okay, so we're going to do this in the morning and this in the afternoon, and kind of organising their life a little bit.
Okay, so
Daunting.
you're worried about how good you're going to be able to do it with applying what you've learnt.
Yeah, like, I'm excited though. I'm excited, but a little bit.
Okay, so ultimately is excitement winning over?
Yeah, totally.
Lovely, lovely. So how do you think you would go in a situation if you had to give bad news to a client?
Yeah, I have such high empathy for people. I just feel like I'd need to be like right up with them and be like, I'm so sorry this has happened, and here's all the details, and give them as much information as I possibly can, because I always feel like even if they're not absorbing anything that you're saying, that the more information you can give a person about an adverse outcome, the better. Like, because then they've heard it once and they can hear it again later on and kind of let it sink in a bit more next time. So yeah, I just have so much empathy for people. I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Let's work through this together. Yeah.
So do you think your great amount of empathy could be a bad thing in some situations?
Yeah, I think it'll be really emotionally draining, but I don't think it'll be a bad thing. I think it'll be a bad thing for me emotionally, but I don't think it's going to be a bad thing in practice. Like I find, especially being someone who's, the OT has to be so holistic and look after every aspect of the client. I feel like having a lot of empathy for them is important.
Okay, so basically that your empathy skills are really going to help you on your path as an OT.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. That's good to hear. Do you have anything else to tell me about your choice?
No, just that I'm really excited. Like, and I think it'll be flexible enough for me to kind of go in and out and work my life around it and have it integrated with my family life as well.
Lovely. So ultimately, your feelings towards your future as an OT are you're really excited. You think your personal skills of empathy are really going to come in handy, and you're looking forward to your future.
Yeah, I'm really positive about it.
Lovely. Lovely. That's great to hear. Well, as you notice, I've been recording this interview, so if you did want a copy of it, feel free to request it.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for your time today. I really enjoyed it. I found it really interesting. I'll show you out.
Yeah, thank you.